Urungiro, Yauna. As we talk about those who are called, my main concern is about the second coming of Jesus. When Jesus is supposed to come and rapture the church, or meet his son, prepared the church that can perform the mandate of God, or God, what God has mandated us to do. The gospel reached many people all over the world, and then return and come back for his people. Many people are called, but they are refusing the call. And the parable that Jesus talked of concerning the parable of the wedding feast is but a very good example of how we as church members, we as the children of God, as we who are called by God's holy power and mandated us to carry His activities here on earth until now, the time when He returns back and takes His people. The parable is more or less concerned about the God who is our caring servant, as we have studied from the book of Psalms 23, starting from verse 1, whereby as a good shepherd cares for us, we are supposed to listen to his voice, to his call, because he alone knows where we are supposed to go. Even in Psalms 23, verse 1, going down there, he is concerned about trusting in his God, trusting in his Maker, who he knew and he passed honorable, who he has guided, who he has protected, he has provided for his basic needs, and he has guided us all throughout his life when he was a servant. During his time before he became a king. For our part, we are supposed to realize and know that Jesus Christ is our good shepherd. As we started from John chapter 10, starting from verse 10 to 11, he is also a great shepherd. As we started from the book of Hebrews 13, verse 20. And also we are supposed to realize that he is also our chief shepherd, as we started from the book of 1 Peter, starting from verse 5 to 4. We can entrust all our needs, and give him all the trust that we need for his very provisions as a good shepherd. He cares for us. We are also contented when we are in His presence, and we can always rely on Him as we trust on Him, since He cares for us. Our shepherd knows the green pastures and the still waters that will restore us. There is always the need to express our trust in God, as He is the one who is in us, who has called us, who knows our experiences, what we are going through, what we are about to encounter. He knows everything. And so, we are always supposed to pray our own, so that it may be in us, fill us with our basic needs, and then give us the power and the ability to follow Him as our good shepherd. He cares for us, and He has put us into this particular world. We know the trials, we know the temptations, we know the attitudes that we are encountering in this particular world, whereby He knows that we need protection, we need to be encouraged, we need to be taught by Him and be protected, where our enemies have been invaded in many ways. Our families, wherever we are, they are encountering a lot of problems. God knows. The places of work where we undertake our work, God knows the problems and the tribulations that we are encountering there. Our very homes that He has provided, He knows our children. He knows some of them are drug addicts, others are drunkards, others they can't even go to church. He knows everything. He knows the problems that we are going through as we are going with our daily business, where we are being called, those in business, those in other areas of service, them who are left on their backs to get their basic needs. God knows, and so He cares for us. That's why He calls us when we are here in the world of the living to work, act, eat, whatever comes from our sweat, live a very good life here in the world of the living, enjoy, stay in His very presence, enjoy whatever we want to enjoy in this particular life. And then the moment now, we live this particular world now. And during the time when He is calling us for His great feast, the wedding feast of His Son, whereby now after we have enjoyed here, one day, one time, God is telling us that you will be coming for His church. There is a church that is prepared, that is safe, that is waiting for Him in faith, trusting in Him wholeheartedly. A church without the premise, what is not to
Amen.
So, as we are waiting upon this God, we are supposed to be telling the others about the good news in the kingdom. Those of us who have entered this simple, they who know about His goodness and His mercy, they who knows whatever He wants or whatever He has for us, we are supposed to go out and inform the others of His mighty deeds and works that He has done unto your eyes. Maybe in the book of Psalms, He is praising God for His mighty deeds, for His faithfulness, for keeping His promises, for guiding Him, for protecting Him. For us who have listened to Christ, we are supposed to testify. The way David testified, the way David talked about His Maker, whatever is way.
Amen.
We have passed many trials, many tribulations, many accidents, many attacks, and we have been unable to and broke some of the beacons that have been on our basis. But through the mercy of God, God has enabled us, He has seen us all through. We know whatever we are passing through in this life, and He has taken care of us. He has given us testimonies. We can even stand before one group of people and proclaim the business of God and proclaim and say, if it was not for this God who was on my side, my enemies